Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Hope, Down, and Outcast. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. The Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in the private Zoom chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. The streams are always going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready or skip ahead to the next one. So, thank you to our sponsor, Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who creates these beautiful dice boxes like these ones here. And you can check them out on Instagram and throw some money at them in the chat. The link will be posted up there. And Illuminagents is a comedy web series that weaves real conspiracy theories into its sci-fi short-form episodes. It's shot in Toronto. This indie production will leave you laughing and questioning reality at the same time. You can watch season 1, which includes the musical finale episode, on Sika.tv. Orc.style is an adults-only fantasy fetish fashion brand for all of you orc-loving monster huggers out there. Orc-style t-shirts, underwear, and accessories are sure to drop your intelligence and increase your confidence by 10 points. They have also released their Chompers Orc Tusks. Chompers are perfect for cosplay, role-playing, and streaming. Orc-style's expert tusk enchanters infuse the spirits of great orcs, trolls, ogres, and goblins into magical tusks that will transform the common human into a fierce monster. And Martlet Games. I'm going to let Patrick do this one. No, I'm kidding. Martlet Games is a collective of TTRPG veterans ready to work for you. From tabletop RPG development to actual play production, they have contributed to various Storyteller Vault titles and sponsor channels like us, and help keep the world of darkness a haven for those with stories to tell. You can visit their link in the chat to explore their world, and they can help you create yours. And Adventure Dice. Adventure Dice is your source for dice, role-playing game accessories, and other tabletop gaming goodies. Many of the items on their site are handcrafted in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. And the main kind of sponsor is Demiplane. Demiplane is what we all use for our characters and set up stuff, and we basically looked through Demiplane. They have character sheets coming soon. I'm not sure when this particular broadcast is going to go out, but the character sheets may already be available. Who knows? But they're coming soon. The player's guide, I believe, should be out by now on Demiplane. I think so. Yeah, so there's that. And let's introduce the Outcasts. Note I didn't say vampires because we're starting up here with Zach.
Muted.
You're muted.
I'm double muted, so there. Hi, I'm Zach Rivaudo, and as mentioned, I'm not quite a vampire. I am Michael Inoli, the ghoul of the group. Not someone who's ghoul specifically, just a ghoul.
A ghoul, not the ghoul. And Jamar.
You know, I'm just a ghoul. I'm not a ghoul. I am the Caitiff Yavor, who's worked very hard on his vampire career, and it's getting kind of fucked up right now.
And Sam.
Hi everyone, I'm Samantha McLarty and I am playing Dahlia Black, the Ravnews who has found herself at the wrong place at the wrong time yet again.
What?
I thought she was a Toreador.
What?
Oh yes, the Toreador, yes.
And Abby.
Yeah, hey, I'm Abby, and I'm playing the gargoyle, Sydney, a little horror movie enthusiast and stoner.
And over here to my left, your right, it might be your left. I don't know. Patrick.
Hi, Patrick Gill. Tonight I am playing Parker Shumway, the shitbag caitiff, and spacing is relative. I am both within and without, to your left and to your right. How's it
It all
going?
depends on how many like mage spheres you have, which is going to be a different game. We'll get around to mage eventually. So when last we saw the Outcasts, they were dealing with the situation, shall we say. They all ended up in the same spot, and there may or may not have been some diablerie. But it was revealed to them that the local Camarilla may not be entirely happy with them? Question mark. And there might be some Camarilla people coming down the pipe to fight them. So, I believe the last scene that we did in the last episode was, let's say, dealing with some dust that had just appeared out of nowhere accidentally. I have no idea how. I'm just the storyteller. So we're going to open up this particular scene with that. So, what is everyone doing from here?
I am crossing the room to the window to see if I can see people coming. Because this guy got hit hard. He was supposed to be nearby, next door, whatever. So, do I see people closing in on us, or is this about to be a quicker problem?
I was
I'm
moving to the
also-
window too.
I think we're all going to the window.
Everybody
was
rushes
planning
over
to-
to the.
I was planning to jump out of said window because you
That's
got
not
your
gonna
own
work.
you got your shit. I'm not part of this. I'm not even supposed to be here.
If you can
I'm
take
ready
the
to
bars off
peace
the window,
out.
you can jump. If you can take the bars off the window, you can jump. We're like
Oh,
5
shit,
floors
I'm
up.
gonna try.
Just a storyteller point of note here. What floor would this happen to be on? Like, is this
I
fairly
think we
high
said
up?
5.
5 floors.
So you guys all kind of shoulder to shoulder push open the window or the blinds on the window, and these are blinds. I'm guessing that would be kind of like
Oh, yeah,
blackout
absolutely, like-
curtains.
Blackout curtains.
Yeah.
Full on,
So
probably with an extra blanket just to be safe.
when you throw
we've
open
gotta-
the blackout curtains, there's kind of a, it's not overwhelming, but there's definitely blue and red lights that are kind of flashing from the other side.
I can get these bars off if we want to go out this way, or we need to get the hell out down to the ground through the stairs right now.
Okay. Okay. If there's cops, then they're going to entrances. Best bet might be rooftop to fire escape.
That's what I was gonna say. I've had a few links go through there. Yeah,
Yep.
we should go. Like now.
Yeah,
We
and
can talk about
yeah.
planning later. We just need to get out.
Where's
And
the
I'm gonna
narc?
gr-
Shit, did you guys just get me into?
We didn't get you into anything, lady. Our newly deceased friend got us into it.
Clearly, there is some guilt by association happening because I'm here. I shouldn't be here.
It's
Because
Don't
you
look
guys
at me.
convenient.
I'm just a dealer.
Shit.
It's awfully convenient that you show up out of the blue. None of us know who the hell you are, and now all of a sudden we've got the Camarilla and the regular mortal fuzz on our back.
All right, hold on.
Do you think that's
I mean, if
really
you
the
want
problem here?
to-
Do-
If that's the way that you want to think, sir, you are more than welcome to do that. I do not give a fuck. I just need to get the fuck out of here.
Sydney just
Okay,
holds
well-
her hands up and looks at Yavor. Like, just please handle them. The children are fighting.
Listen, you are stuck with us. Sadly, I wish you could go, but you owe me things, and I mean, I guess you could leave without blood. Did you want to leave without blood?
Honestly, at this point, I don't really care. I'm just not trying to get into whatever you guys are dealing with. Blood huts are not fun. Not fun at all. Like,
Well,
You're already in
no.
it at this point. If
the,
if you walk
the
out of this
door is
door,
there. The door
no,
is there.
no. If she walks out of that door having been in here already and they're closing in on this, she's immediately taken.
That sounds like her problem.
I'm gonna
just
Stop
go
saying.
thinking like a
out-
person.
I'm gonna poke my head out into the hallway and see if we've got any company out there yet.
So you poke your head out the hallway, and you see that there are you take a look left, you take a look right, and as your vision kind of goes over to where the elevator happens to be, there's the older apartment building like ding of the elevator, and like there's two people in black trench coats that are coming out.
Storyteller, for note, just a reminder because it's been a bit since we did the previous one.
Yeah.
I took the mop and I ran that blood all up and down the hallway. It's not going to a particular door.
Yeah.
I know they probably know the door, but just in case they don't know the door.
I'm gonna pop my head back inside. All right, we've got either detectives or we've got Tower Fuzz here in the hallway. We need to go now. Hallway or window? Let's go.
Well, window. We can't go out the hallway.
All right, who needs help? I gotcha.
I mean,
you guys open the windows. Like if we're gonna kick the bars out the windows, open that. And I'm gonna roll out. It's probably about this long, but it's a weird looking science looking thing of PVC pipe and tubes. And I'm just gonna aim it at the door, and I'm turning the air pump on it.
Oh, I was gonna break into someone else's apartment. That's probably smarter.
You can do that too. Just guarding the door until you do it.
It's handy like that.
I would like to use my Mockingbird advantage and use this guy was a gangle, right? The guy I ate.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mockingbird lets me. It's from the new player's guide. If I drink 1 hunger's worth of another vampire's blood, I can use one dot ability that they have for 1 night. I think
Yeah, I think so.
I am going to be using resilience.
Okay.
So I'm adding a single dot to health because I feel like I'm going to need it. That
Probably
said,
a good idea.
I'm going to open move all the shit that's in front of the one of the windows, but just one window. And I want to. Are they painted shut? I feel like old apartments like this, half of the time the windows are painted shut.
They're not painted shut because Sydney smokes too fucking much when he deventilate, but they still have bars.
Plus, I gotta get through. When you have wings, it's easier to have multiple entrances.
But with
Yeah.
Sydney, I'm guessing Sydney's kind of the type that, underneath the windows would be like the bookshelf, everything set up all nice with the collectibles and everything. So you'd have to brush that out of the way.
Sydney,
Digital Michael Myers.
Please move your nerd shit or I'm going to break it.
They're collectibles. Fine,
That-
yeah. Let's just get them in front of the door. I don't want these SI fucks in my house.
And then I'm going to try to, because part of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to break into one of the apartments either below or above, and kind of create a distraction that way.
Okay.
If someone and Yvor's gonna be like, which one of you strong? Someone needs to bend these bars.
I got it. Storyteller,
That's me.
am I still roused and buffed
Yeah.
from? Okay, so
Yeah.
I had roused 1 to strength, and
You get +2 on it, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So I had already roused strength, and I already roused for prowess as well. Both of those were successes in the previous episode.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead then and use my boosted Canite strength and pry the bars if I can like kick them off, whatever's going to be the easiest way for me to create an entrance here that all of us can fit through, that's what I'm going to do. Kick them
Yeah.
off the wall, bend them open, whatever's going to work.
What would you envision as the bars, Sydney? Would you envision kind of like the stylish where it kind of goes out and then
Oh,
meets it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
The slightly curved, industrial, gentrified.
So it would probably be a bending that would work best because
Okay.
these would be fairly like secure into the wall itself.
All right,
Do you have potence as well?
Yep. And and I activated prowess, so this is a strength and athletics, I'm assuming.
Strength and athletics.
Okay.
Strength and occult.
I can make do with a roll like that.
That's what I used to do with Zach all the time. I gave him Malkavian rolls in the other game. It was just like random. Like I would pick I'd be like resolve and athletics.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Clean.
5 successes. These are kind of, it's not the thickest metal in the world, but it's just like, it's at a really bad angle. It's kind of like bent away from you, so it takes you a little bit to get the fingers in, but you can kind of push them away from each other enough that somebody would be able to squeeze through easy enough.
As far as she's gonna go, let's move it up and out.
I'm going to, you guys go, Yavor's gonna be like, I'm gonna go up, you guys try to go down. And then I'm going to try and climb out the window and break the window immediately above me.
Does Yor have any
to the 6th floor
potence of any kind?
No, but have a lot of dexterity and feral weapons.
Fair enough. Did you kick in feral weapons last
episode?
Yeah,
I did
you
that.
did. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna get you're gonna climb up. Let's go with a strength and athletics.
Okay.
To climb, digging in the claws on the way up because it's an older building. It's probably just solid concrete, basically.
I'm going to also I'm going to rouse, say add 2 die or add 1 die.
Okay. It's 2 dice for it.
Oh, then I will do that. Look, I know things.
It's the new rules because it used to be just 1 die.
And I said that because like my blood potency is technically 3, so she's got a lot going on for herself.
Blood potency of 3 then.
Girl boss moment.
That may be more.
I think I wrote plus power bonus +2 +1 die, so I think it might be 3, but I am gonna defer to your judgment there.
Fuck it, you guys can use all the help you can get. I'm gonna go with 3.
All right, I'll take it. No hunger dice because life is good. That's 3 successes and 1 is a crit.
Yeah, so it's easy enough. Once you get past the bars themselves, you can climb up. Are you just gonna like punch the window?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like put my whole body force into the window.
Okay.
I'm trying to actually make a good bit of noise, so I'm not trying to be like stealthy or anything.
Yeah. So you can distract whoever's in the hallway, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I'm
so
trying to divide their forces to different floors.
So you smash the window, and are you kind of doing it off to the side? You smash the window so that they can't quite see who's doing it? If there's
I don't want them to see me until I am like on the floor, or not see me, but I don't want them to know I'm there until I'm on the floor making noise. So I am trying to like not covertly get over noise wise, but I don't want to like, am I making sense?
Yeah.
Is everyone grabbing what I'm putting down? Okay, good.
Are you going in yourself? Like you're moving entirely in the window?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go into the apartment and kind of like come out that way. Okay. Come out through their front door.
There's like somebody that's like watching television that's on the couch as you kind of rush by to get to their door, and they're like, "Hey, man."
I just go "Shh," with claws, like visible claws. "Shh,"
Whoa.
and then I just walk out.
Is everyone else going downward?
Absolutely. And Sydney in particular is activating Skin of the Chameleon. So she is just like a gecko on the walls, phasing in with the wallpaper.
Give me
Polka
a
shadows.
roll for that. What is the
Will
roll
do.
for Skin of
Or no,
the
not Polka Shadows. Unseen Passage for me.
Skin of the Geico? You can save on your car insurance.
All right, rolling. That is a success. So I'm not hungry.
Just the rouse check. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is for those of us who, or for anybody in the audience who doesn't have this particular Storyteller's Vault supplement, what's the description of that particular power for gargoyles?
Gosh, I knew I forgot to open something. Give me just a moment.
While you're doing that, Dahlia, you said you were kicking in the
Unseen
unseen passage.
Yeah.
Let's do that rouse check.
All good.
Okay.
I do have an update on power, but sorry, go right ahead. Don't let me interrupt.
No. Dahlia disappears, and what was the update?
The update was actually it's no cost, but the user spends 1 turn matching their surroundings. This effect is maintained under mechanical surveillance, but the footage and recording will show distortions around them. While utilizing this, they may move slowly and remain hidden, but moving with any real speed causes the effect to distort and become obvious.
So, kind of like the Predator.
Precisely.
Kind of melding in. Michael, what is Michael up to?
Michael's going to be going out last because he is like with this device like primed and aimed at the door. He's pulling his like large duffel backpack out and just checking for supplies, making sure that he's got everything that he needs from my check the trunk merit, which is also from the player's guide. So I'll be going out last, and because if somebody comes in through the door while we're all trying to get out, that's a problem.
And Parker was already at the window, basically. Is Parker going down as well?
Parker is going to be basically second to last. Once once everyone has appeared to have vanished or have otherwise disappeared, Parker is just going to hang tight real quick to make sure he's not needed to help run interference with whoever might be coming through the doorway.
Okay.
My intent would be with my prowess active still to pick up the biggest goddamn thing I can get my hands on and throw it at whoever comes through the door. If that's not feasible, I'm just going to go out, and I have no cool fancy way to get out of this thing. So unless there's a scaffolding or something, I'm basically just gonna YOLO my way out the window down under the pavement below for 5 stories.
Superhero landing.
Mm-hmm.
So do you vocalize that, or are you just like thinking that internally?
Yeah, well, no, I kind of run through the plan here with Michael as everyone's kind of getting their shit out.
So about the time that he says YOLO 5 stories, I reach in the bag and throw like a 60-foot climbing rope at him. There's no harness, but just the rope.
Oh shit, this works. And I start tying that off. And
the bars on the outside of the window are pretty much perfect for that.
We'll be able to take it with us, but yeah. Well, we'll be able to take some of it with us if we cut it, but not all of it.
Yeah. So I'm tying the rope, and as long as there's no sign of baddies coming through the doorway, I'm gonna go out the window.
As you're tying the rope, is Dahlia moving towards the rope and such while obfuscated?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the things.
Descriptive. I'm gonna go do the things. Javora, you are muted.
Oh, I knew that. Is Dahlia taking her blood container, her container of blood, her cooler?
I don't think that I'd be able to take that down a rope.
I don't think so either. I'm just pointing that out, that there is.
Look, I have to leave my weed behind, man. We all have to make sacrifices today.
Oh,
I mean,
Yvor,
I never-
Yvor has another canister that's still there, so there's like two
I-
coolers of blood.
I never said that I was completely out. I was just running low and was needing to restock. So I still have some.
But do you have enough?
We'll see, I guess.
One last thing, Storyteller. I'm
Yep.
going, if possible, I'm going to try to grab a handful of whatever documents I've prepared on the way out. You never know if we're going to need them.
All right. Yeah, you can just you probably have like a
Stuff them in my jacket.
backpack or something. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just stuff them in there. That's easy enough to do. So as everybody's kind of making their plans and preparing, there's a knock at the door.
Want me to get it, Mike?
I just wave for them to keep going. I have this thing already aimed at the door.
Yep.
Storyteller, can I make a preparedness roll? Because given who my character is, I'm trying to gather as much stuff quick as I can, which if I'm doing a quick sweep of this area will probably include blood bags out of the cooler. It might include weed if it's there, like if there's other supplies that I might need just to throw into this bag.
What would you be using for this preparedness roll?
Probably
technology
probably wits and investigation, because I'm just quick. I'm
Okay,
surveying the area. I get
Yeah,
a
just give me
bonus
one
to
of those.
preparedness. All right,
preparedness.
preparedness. That is 4 successes.
Yeah. Pretty much whatever you would be planning to get your hands on, as a quick I need this, need one of these, need some of this. You can toss into the bigger duffel bag.
All right, so I'm waving Parker out the window as I'm grabbing that stuff. I'm ignoring the knock on the door. As I close up the bag, quick glance out the window. You said that there's police lights. Are there police cars? Are people down at the street level?
From what you can all see once everybody's kind of out the window, it's not that the police were at your building itself.
They're en route.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it kind of looks like they're trying to, if not have already, kind of cordon off a section, the kind of block around the building that Sydney lives in has been kind of cordoned off.
Cool. Has Parker at all made it out of the window?
If time permits, yes.
Cool.
As
And
Parker's
Storyteller.
making it out the window, there is another knock, a little more forceful.
Yep. Yeah, and so my final things I'd like to do as I get this backpack on, to make space for the things I just grabbed, I'm taking one of the 2 bear traps out of it and opening it up in front of the door. And then, if I can see that they're cordoning this stuff off, I've already pressurized this cannon, so I'd like to drop a smoke grenade into it and fire it. It's going to be a good ways to just smoke that area, let them scramble around and not be paying attention over here for a second before I start descending.
Okay. Are you aiming it kind of where you can sort of see the police cars?
Yeah, but I'm trying to do it again, into their barricade area.
Okay.
So that they're not looking at the window, thinking that it came from there. Just that something hit.
Give me let's go with a dexterity and firearms.
Happily. My specialty.
Dexy firearms.
That's what I got built for. 6 successes.
For some reason, the closed captioner said sexy fires, which is not at all what I said.
Not yet. Yeah,
We'll get
6
there.
That's another stream.
Yeah, so I'm assuming with 6, I just pop this thing.
Oh yeah, like you may have kind of at the beginning when you're looking at it, it looks like it kind of overcorrected, and it looks like you shot it a bit too high, and then when it's coming down, it kind of goes almost exactly on target where you had intended to shoot it.
Awesome. So that'll be a solid few minutes of thick white smoke
Yeah.
pouring out of that to distract them. And the thing goes in the bag, and I'm going out the window, down the rope, and letting whoever comes through the door deal with whatever happens when they barge in.
The ghoul is ghouling.
So as you kind of make your way out the window, that's when basically the door gets kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And you're rappelling down.
Yeah. If it's
You
only
can-
one floor, then I'm quick slide down.
There's
That's
a
one
lot
floor.
of yelling. Seems like the trap that you set had kind of connected. So it sounds like there's one particular person that's like yelling out in pain, and there's another person that's like yelling, trying to figure out what exactly just happened. How
Break
like
into my place.
yeah. And then the sound that does psychic damage to one of your members, or aggravated willpower damage, and it sounds like there's a lot of little teeny tiny plastic bits of things that are getting destroyed.
Hopefully she's already through the window.
Yeah, she's already through the window.
I hearing that, I make a note to not tell her, but I'm pretty sure she already knows. And I'm happy that among the things I grabbed is at least the most recent shit that I bought for her as I scaled down. I just spent money on it.
Didn't want that money to go to waste. So, Yvor, what are you up to on the like level that is up one, the 6th floor, let's say?
So is there a side staircase, or is it like a central staircase? This is very important.
This is basically one of those buildings that would have like the elevators on the one side, and then on the other side they'd have like the concrete staircase that for anybody who wanted to like run up and down the stairs type thing.
Is there a door to the stairs, or is it just like they're just stairs?
There'd be a door, yeah.
I'm going to poke my head through that door to see if there's anyone coming up the staircase now.
Give me a wits and awareness.
Let's see. That is a lot of dice, I think. 5 of them. 5 dice.
You're probably gonna need it due to the fact that it's
3 successes.
it's probably very echoey in this particular staircase. So you kind of stick your head out, check. You wait until the door that you just came through closes, and it sounds like there's some people coming up the stairs. Sounds like a fair number of people are coming up the stairs.
I'm gonna does this have so nope, I can't do that. I used to work in a condo, brain started activating. I was like, I can't do the things I would do if I had a key. I don't have a key. I'm gonna call the elevator, because
You know what you do have? It's a claw.
the claw. Actually, you're right. That's a great point. I'm gonna fuck up that lock.
Okay.
I'm gonna fuck up the lock on this particular floor, because that's where I am. And I'm gonna call the elevator.
Okay.
Actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna call the elevator like a normal person. Because it's only one floor up. And once the elevator gets here, I'm just gonna go down to the second floor. Like the
Okay.
one just before ground level. So that might be second or third, depending on how they lay out their floors.
Let's say that they're like a normal human building, so it'd probably be second. 'Cause
Okay, let's
all
go
the
with
ones
that.
that are like, oh, it's the first floor, but it's floor 0, like that's stupid. I hate that.
And I'm also like as as a distraction, because that was part of what I was doing. I'm gonna go yell "fuck" in that hallway before I fuck up the key, the lock in the stair shaft.
Okay.
Kind of make a lot of noise. I'm gonna sound like someone who is being attacked by a vampire for the first time and never encountered a vampire before.
What does that
That
sound
motherfucker
like?
just tried to bite me. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. That one dude had claws. We need to go. And then I fuck up the locks.
We love an improv king.
And I'll
So-
roll for that. I will roll like a manipulation
yeah, let's do it.
subterfuge.
Manipulation performance.
Not performance. I
Or
can't use
subterfuge, fine.
Thanks, Dad. Only one of those has 3 dots in it. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Wait, hold on. Is that enough? Yeah. That is only one without a success on it. So that's 6 successes. One of them is a crit.
Nice. Yeah, so it seems like you do take a couple seconds there to give another good listen, and it seems like some of them may be coming up to the floor that you're at. Like it seems like the main kind of push is still going probably towards the 5th floor, but some of them are going to be like heading up to the next floor to check out, like kind of split their forces type thing. And you are waiting for the elevator. And you're muted, I think. You're muted.
I'm very smart. I was looking at my sheet. I was saying that I'm gonna wait for the elevator because it should still be on the 5th floor, and only 2 people came out, so it should be empty, which is why I'm doing this in the first place.
Yeah.
And then I want to take it to the 2nd floor. But if I stop on any floor before I get to the 2nd floor, I'm crawling it into the elevator shaft.
Yeah, it takes a couple seconds. It's an old building. The elevator takes its sweet time to get to where you are. Even just like one floor going up, like you hit the button and then this elevator is ridiculously slow. So it goes up, it opens. There's an old lady on it.
Insight check, because Kindred could be anything. You think I'm gonna trust an old woman?
Give
No.
me a wits and awareness, I suppose.
Look, if I wanted to be a sleeper Camarilla agent, I would want to be an old woman who was like a bruja or some crazy shit like that. You said wits and
wits in either investigation or awareness.
I'll do awareness because that is more dice for me.
And I'm not
to
saying
use.
that all of my players are suddenly paranoid.
I'm going to burn a willpower to re-roll these 3 because that was rude.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Don't.
What if you blood surge instead?
Listen, choices have to be made. Please. Okay. Life hates me. So that's 2 successes and one of them is a crit.
She doesn't seem to be
I get in the elevator anyway, but I'm not getting rid of my feral weapons. But I do put my hands in my pockets in case she is human. But if she tries some shit, one of us has a specialty in fighting kindred. I'm ready.
So you're hitting the button, I guess, for the second
Yes.
floor.
Yes.
So the elevator it's one of the old ones. It kind of like shakes to life and starts to go down. And the old lady turns to you and she's like, "Oh, you're visiting somebody else in the building. That's great. I used to visit my friend Mildred all the time. She was on the 3rd floor. She had a lot of cats. She was great." You're muted again.
Is that why you're on the 6th floor? Or
Yeah.
just
No, I live on the 9th floor. And, I just called the elevator. It went up. And then, yeah, it's a lot
Oh.
easier than taking the stairs. Taking the stairs is way too much effort. I don't want to take the stairs. Taking the stairs is, that's for
wouldn't
the
do that
younger
in your-
people. You look younger. Like, are you like, visiting friends of yours? Are you playing with
Yeah.
like the Pokemon cards that I've heard so much about?
Oh god, do I know about Pokemon? I'm only 100 years old. I should know about Pokemon, but I think he only knows like Gen 1.
Sydney has definitely asked for their favorite Pokemon and
Yeah.
explained it in detail while holding up various figurines and cards.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
just binders of cards. Like,
I'm not as into Japanimation as some of my friends are. But I've played a game of Pokemon.
oh yeah, my granddaughter's really into that. You would like her. She's really, yeah.
Does she also live in the building?
No, she's like she moved down to down near Vancouver, I think. Yeah.
I actually live I'm like between Hope and Vancouver, so
Oh,
I will, if I'm in the area. What's her name?
her name's Samantha. And it's at that point there's the ding and the elevator opens on the 2nd floor.
Well, it was really nice to meet you.
Oh, no, wait. I'll like write down her number for you.
Okay.
Do you have a pen?
Just tell me and I'll put it into my phone.
And then she like blah tells you a number.
And I put no numbers in there because one, Samantha, that's a woman. 2, human, no. 3, she sounds boring.
4, you still have claws.
I mean, Pokemon.
4.
Who's into that?
Yeah, I don't know. And I do take the number because Sydney might want it later. And I'm a real one. And then I leave. It was nice meeting you, and I will give Samantha a call. And then is this all apartment still?
Yeah, it's all apartments.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the stairwell and just walk down the stairs because they should all be above me now.
So, okay, you go into the stairwell. Let's go back to the others right quick.
Yes.
Everybody's pretty much made it to ground level at this particular point.
Oh, okay. So we got to ground through the floor below.
Yeah, you guys were going out the window and down the rope, right?
Yes,
I
thought we were. Yeah,
I was going
we
down to the street.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay,
You went up to ground level.
I remember Javor saying go down one floor, but I don't know if everybody actually went down one floor or if it just went.
Look, no one ever listens to me all the time anyway.
So what did everybody pick? Just down one level or down the whole way?
I went to the street level.
I did too.
Same. We need a getaway car.
And then Michael is kind of at the 4th floor, kind of going, where's everybody going?
I mean, yeah, I can see. So just like rappel down real quick.
I'm
And
going to my van.
can I see you walking to the van? Like,
The
is
van
the van
is
obvious? The
close
van's
by.
obvious, right?
Yeah, the
I just
van's.
go, do you want to broadcast that you're driving away? And I just hit the unlock on my fucking Subaru Impreza. It's like a few cars down.
All right, can you open the Sydney she just fed. She's still kind of out of it. She's paranoid. Michael, the thing, the back of the car, so I can.
Yeah, and I'll pop the
Yeah,
trunk.
yeah. Sydney will just. It's very practice at this point. She just curls up in the trunk, gives a thumbs up.
I hit the button. It does the close on its own again. I've cut out. When you drop the armrest down, there's like the little recess. I've cut that out so that I can actually talk to her when I drive.
She just
There's
pop
like
her
a
head
little
out and be like, "Hey, you got snacks?"
Yep. So like, I've got like 2 seats in the back, 1 in the front, along with me. Or you can broadcast that you're driving in your hospital van.
Muffled from the
No.
van's boot. Just, yeah, that's like super obvious. Vans are like the ultimate getaway vehicle. Are you like O.J. Simpson?
No, but no one was supposed to know that I was even here. So why
Yeah, but
would
like now
they-
they do. So get in the Prius or whatever it is.
It doesn't matter if they don't know you're here. What the fuck is Vanderbilt? It's across the side of your van. That's not around here.
It's a medical center. They do transplants.
Not up in the Northwest. And I'm gonna have to have this conversation with Javor when he gets out here too, because he's gonna want to go to his fancy car. So grab what you need. There is space in my car.
Fine. I'm gonna grab what's left of my blood bags at least.
Yeah, that's easy enough to do. You can open your door. You probably are that practical that you would have like the blood bags essentially where the passenger like feet would go. So yeah, you just reach in, grab it. Parker, are you getting in
Yes.
the Impreza?
I will be getting in the Impreza. I will probably be riding in the back.
Right
will be
beside
keeping-
I'm just waiting.
Sydney's head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for Javor to come out so I can inevitably have this conversation again.
Mm.
Speaking
You're very
of
practiced at
Javor-
telling vampires that they don't get their way. Very Butler core.
Yeah.
Speaking of Javor, you went into the stairwell at the second level. So
Yeah.
you make your way down, and right before we hit a break, you walk down the stairs, and there are 2 people that seem to be in riot gear standing down at the bottom of the stairs. And that's where we're going to take our break. So come on back, everybody, in about 5 to 7 minutes ish, and we'll see how everybody gets out of this particular sticky situation. Welcome back, everybody. I left everybody off on the slight little teeny tiny bit of a cliffhanger on that one. Javor going down the stairs in the building found the building the Camarilla people weren't entirely like leaving things up to chance, double checking to see if people doubled back around, and there were 2 people in riot gear waiting down at the bottom of the stairs right before the exit sign to have Javor be able to get out. So
I'm ready.
what is Javor gonna do with these 2 people?
I think Yavor is going to hold on. Let me double check how compel works before I say this. Make sure I'm not talking directly out of my asshole. Oh, I have to make eye contact. So I'm going to just walk past them if they'll let me. And
They
as
will
soon,
not.
obviously, but if they turn their faces toward me, I would like to make eye contact with them and compel them to let me go.
So you're just gonna try to like, they're not blocking the door completely, but either one of them is like kind of shoulder bit on the door, and then you're just gonna try to move past them, hit the door open, and then walk out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that's my
yeah.
plan.
As soon as you
I'm trying
get
to be
close,
cool as a cucumber.
as soon as you get close, though, they're gonna be like, "Hey, we can't let you leave."
Oh, sorry, I just really need to go. Could I get past? And I'm like, well, do they have anything covering their face? Let me ask that first.
Well, they have kind of like the lower face mask type thing, but you can see their eyes.
Yeah,
Their eyes are exposed.
I will look into the bigger one's eyes and be like, can I just get past real quick?
And that's a
This has
roll.
nothing to do with me.
For compel, that would be a roll, and I believe a rouse check as well.
It is. It is both of those things.
It is if they are not unsuspecting.
Actually, it is not. It is not. It's free. It's free, so no rouse check, but it is a thing. No roll an
Charisma
unprepared
plus-
mortal. But if it is a vampire, then I will rouse.
Charisma plus
Or a prepared
versus
mortal.
their intelligence plus resolve.
I guess
Oh, yeah.
arguably if it's a prepared mortal too, then same deal.
That's also true. Depends on what you mean by prepared. Prepared for someone to try some shit, or prepared for someone to use magic on you.
No, I'm gonna go with suspicious.
Well, that was in fact a roll of dice.
Let's see. Okay, I am going to roll my dice and see if I do the thing anyway. So that's 1, 2 plus my dominate, which is another 2. So that's 4.
Plus,
And I'm
you
gonna
can
rouse because
your blood. Yep.
I would like to do that because I would like this to work. That is a very success. So I am not hungrier. Thank you, God. I'm still at hunger 0.
Hunger. Yep.
This is what happens when you murder a guy. Let's see what.
This is what happens.
Look at all these black dice, baby.
There's murder.
Okay, maybe. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Hold on 1 second. No. I'm going to
This is exciting.
spend it.
What's happening?
I'm gonna roll another. Use another willpower, so I have 3 willpower left.
Okay.
For those of you playing the home game. All right, that is another one. I have 3 critical successes and 1 success. So
Okay.
4 successes total. But if you're doing like, I don't know how
There's
you do
more than
criticals
that.
here. Yes.
Yeah,
6.
crits are on the doubles. If there's 2 crits, then it doubles up. So that's 4 successes, 5, 6 successes.
Yes.
So you look at them and you kind of feel the will come out from your body and kind of force your will upon them, and they're like,
I would like to piggyback a mesmerize, and could you walk me out to, like, I just feel like this is a really dramatic
mesmerize
thing
is a rouse check.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Who cares? I failed. I'm at hunger 1. Who cares?
Oh man, I didn't want to have to deal with you again. That's the beast inside your head. Sounding like somebody different. It's weird.
It does that. I like don't make any facial reactions, but in my mind, he's just like, I don't have time for one of my many ancestors to walk into my house.
And you piggyback the mesmerize onto them, and they're like, yeah, okay, one, follow me. And the other guy's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just escorting this particular VIP out.
I really appreciate it. You know, it's just wrong place, wrong time, you know?
Oh yeah. The one you mesmerize is like, oh yeah, definitely, yeah, wrong, yeah. We we don't want, you know, there's some vampires, like up, upstairs that
Oh my God,
ooh,
that's crazy.
right? Yeah, we should definitely get you out of here, get you to a safe spot. And they, open the door and they're like holding the door open for you. They're like, yeah, come on.
And I walk out. You good luck with those vampires. I don't know. I didn't know they were real, but that sounds like bad, you know?
Well, yeah, I think it might be like a code word for something, if you know what I mean. Like,
Oh.
there's a lot of people that are involved in like the illicit blood trade. I don't know. People get like mason jars full of their own blood and they can sell it, whatever.
That's
Weird
fucking
shit.
weird. It's
Yeah,
really weird.
yeah.
Well, it was thank you so much as we're walking out of the building
Yeah.
and I'm uh I'll good luck with what you're doing and you be safe, you be easy. And I leave. And I walk toward my car maybe 5 steps and then make a full beeline to where I know the Subaru is.
The slight
Because as much as I would
problem.
like to go get to my car, I know that's not a good idea. Because
Yeah.
I have something fancy and he drives, I don't know, a forgettable ghost.
The slight problem with that is you did so well on your dominate power that they're not actually like going back to the building. They're actually following you and making sure that you go to a safe place.
Okay. Well, then I will. Oh, this is where I parked my car, and I will go directly to my car because he's following me, and it's weird.
Right. And he like walks around to the passenger side to get in.
No. You have to go deal with that. You have a job to do. I have to get
No, well,
home.
I gotta get you to a safe place.
Fuck off.
And that pretty much breaks the dominate. And he's like, what am I doing out here?
Being a very, very kindly escort, but I have to go, and you have to go do whatever you were doing.
Okay, yeah. And he like wanders off, confused.
Bye bye now. Um, and I'm going to wait until I'm gonna like start the car, be in the car, look like I'm checking things in the car, wait until he gets back inside, and then get out of the car and do what I was gonna do.
Which is
Get into the Subaru.
In
They know
that
where my
in that time, I've taken the license plates off the cars in front and behind me, and I'm swapping out my license plate with one of them.
good.
So when Javor comes in, just like literally like with a ratchet on the back, like get in.
This is why I'm abandoning my very expensive vintage car. This is why I'm
Well,
doing it.
I mean, it'll arguably be safer if you just leave it parked here.
It's true. It's true. Um,
Shotgun's
No,
open.
I took all the things. I took all the blood out of the trunk when I came. So yeah, I'm just gonna get in the front seat and go.
Once I've replaced my license plate with one of the other ones, I'll open the trunk, put my license plate in one of the other ones next to Sydney, take off the bag, unzip it really quick to show her like packed in with the weapons, like blood, weed, and that pinhead like collectible still in the box, and just go put it in next to her and shut the trunk.
She's just looking up at you, just hear a muffled, "Love you, man."
And I'm in the driver's seat and starting the car up. And before anybody even tells you where to go, I'm going to, I think, if I'm directionally thinking, you turn out of the spot, and I'm going towards the the place where I shot the canister, because that's going to be the easiest thing to drive through at this point if there's a perimeter.
Okay. It's gonna take you a couple seconds, like maybe a minute or so, to get there. So if there's any conversation that's gonna be going on, now would be the time to do it.
Well, then, yeah, while I'm in the middle, you trying to go, where am I going?
Okay. Do I have security cameras
On your haven
at my house?
Yeah,
Yes.
you would. Yeah.
I would like to see if how fucked they are. Like the personal ones, obviously, if I had them. I want to see if people have broken into my place yet.
Yeah, so you go to whatever Pentax related app that is home security business, and you kind of, it logs you out every time, so you have to log back in, do the double click that you're logged
And
in.
while I do that, I'm like, Sydney, remind me to tell you this girl's number that her grandmother gave me. Apparently, she's into Pokemon.
Sid's gonna pop her head out from that dark cavernous hole between the two
Ah.
seats. What, Jen?
I don't know what those words mean.
Okay, but like, is she cute?
I don't know. She said, "Oh, my granddaughter, she's really
Oh,
into
she's
the
like a
Pokemon."
cougar. Okay, gotcha.
Is the grandmother cute?
Not
Yes.
the
Wait, you're like 1,000 years old, right?
Yeah, like about.
100.
Damn, Centurion looking ass.
Carry the 10.
Gotcha.
And I think by this time I've gotten in.
Oh yeah.
Are there people in? How fucked does it look?
It looks extremely fucked. Like, you've been a kindred long enough. You know what a blood hunt basically kind of does to someone's holdings. There's a bunch of people in leather jackets and chain wallets and shit, and they are like, the best way to kind of describe it would be just completely and utterly going to town on your place with crowbars and baseball bats, and they're making it look like there was a home invasion and everything got smashed, and there's people that are pouring out large things of gasoline. It looks like they're basically just gonna completely and utterly destroy your place.
He turns to Dahlia. Where were you going to go after this?
Back to the underpass? Maybe?
We need a place to squat. I mean, there's
I
my
had a van. That's what I did. I moved. It was like a live-in van. That's what I used it for. I mean, I traveled.
Wait, you were like one of those van life blockers?
Yeah. Something like
Sick.
that.
That's really sick. Yeah, where were you
Mm.
going?
Back to the underpass that I was
but I
at.
mean,
I mean-
after the underpass, like, where is your next destination after you're done here?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really have a plan so much as to where I would be going from here.
So now what I'm trying to figure out is this your heat that's landed in our lap, or is there some bullshit going on that we don't know about that we're getting set up for? Because I deal hot paper, but I mean, I work with the cam as much as I do with the anarchs.
And
Well,
Yeah.
without looking, I just start pointing. I just start like pointing around the cars, and I start with Parker. I just go, illegal papersmith who is clanless, point to Javor. Blood dealer who is clanless, point to Sydney. Circulatory system who is who she is, works with her who I am. New girl. It's not too hard to pin shit on us.
Right,
New
but
girl didn't bring any fucking heat with her. I've been in this general vicinity for a minute now. There's been no issue whatsoever.
It's always you more youthful kindred that think a blood hunt won't follow you to another city.
Oh no,
All
I
right,
don't
well-
have a fucking blood hunt on me. Trust me. That
all right.
no more blood
Well,
hunts.
well,
I'm
if
just gonna
we-
keep
Okay.
driving. I'm just gonna keep driving.
Just keep
Uh,
driving.
we can go to my squat to kind of catch our bearings. I mean, it's off grid. I don't have anything like registered under my name at that location. So, I mean, it's not the best, but it'll work. It's 4 walls and a roof.
Sick. Yeah, I can call some friends of mine. They're little like your types, just a little more involved in my line of work, vein of work, that kind of thing. They might be able to get us hooked up.
Ah,
I have to start liquidating assets, so please excuse me. And he's like furiously on his phone.
Yeah, see, back to this whole it honestly, to me, it seems like I somehow managed to get fucking caught up in all of your bullshit.
I just wish
Welcome
I knew
to
what
it.
Listening to a
our-
fucking
yeah.
Nosferatu. I should have known better.
I'll have you know that what was did we have a Nosferatu's name? Otherwise I'm naming him Jimothy.
There's probably some sewer rat who's named Jimothy. Just
Yeah, there probably is.
Jimothy the
Jim-
cricket.
Jimothy is a very, very good informant. And other than today, I am a kid who's lived 100 years without being murdered or having to live in squalor like
That's
some
a
people.
long shelf life for a caitiff, actually. Not bad.
Hey,
Jimothy,
Javor,
Mhm.
you said Jimothy is a good informant?
I mean, he was the Nosferatu follow people, and
Do you have a number for him?
I mean, I have a number. I don't know how how useful it'll be. I mean,
I
he technically
mean-
still works for the Ivory Tower, but
He's probably
he's a good
still under
informant,
the
then.
overpass.
I will text Jimothy.
What does the text say?
I will text him. JV. Uh, bang emoji, house emoji. And then a tent emoji. And then like I'm gonna press enter a couple times. Oh, and a blood emoji next to the tent emoji. And then after that, I'm gonna press enter a couple times and write the address of where we got fucked. As and to translate this, it would be JV me, because certain people I will refer to myself as JV rather than Javor because it's easier that way. My haven is fucked, and I need somewhere to stay, and probably blood, but in as little characters as possible. So
Okay.
emojis,
You get back.
and that, and also don't go there.
You get back after like a few seconds. New phone, who it is?
Well, Jimothy's fucked. That's all
And
Ah,
then
shit, your contact go boom?
Well, he just said new phone, who dis?
Call the fucker.
and you get a call at this point from a number that you don't know.
Or he'll call you.
I'm gonna turn on my phone's VPN and then answer.
Okay. JV,
Hmm.
you're still alive.
Hmm.
Well, shit. I lost the bet.
Hmm.
So anyway,
You have 2 minutes before this is 3 minutes too long. And I come find you before I leave.
hey, look, man, I can't do anything. Once the BH comes down, I'm not even having this phone call, if you know what I mean.
Ideally.
I mean, I can maybe try to help you skip town, but hope is burned
No,
for you, man.
I that's fine. I need what do they have on me right now?
Look, I just know what's going through the grapevine. What's going through the grapevine is maybe you embraced. This is just what I'm hearing. Maybe you embrace somebody without the prince's permission.
That's bold. That's very bold.
I'm just giving you the info, right?
Yes, because
mean-
that's what we need. What I need is more creative.
Apparently, the the other, I don't know, is everybody alive ish adjacent?
Everyone that was with me is still dead.
Fuck, you guys are costing me money. I had at least $3,000 on the fucking Ravnos dying. Like right off the bat, first 5 minutes.
And why exactly do you know there is one?
The Ravnos?
Quickly, Jimothy, because
Is
if you
part
answer,
of. Look, I'm just, giving you a little bit of minor boon type information here. You're all supposed to be in one place at one time.
is that why you gave her my number?
I had no other choice.
Jimothy, I'm going to perform a minor boon for you right now. I'm not going to murder you because I know where to find you. And even if the ivory tower gets me, I am a vengeful little castaway. But I
Yeah,
won't because this is very helpful.
yeah, and the
And if
ghoul that didn't have a dominator, they fucking want his head on a fucking spike. The camera doesn't really smile on that kind of shit.
I see that, how about this? I need you to be a good informant for like 1 week. You do that 1 week, and I'll know if you fucked up because I'll be dead, and then you won't have the much more than 3K worth of premium vampire blood I have in a safe, in a very, very hard to get into safe.
All right.
Very well hidden. And I can tell you where and how to open it, but I need you to not fuck me on this.
Right. So what do you need me to do?
updates. Any updates on what they want, on how they find us, on if they find us. I need to be ahead. And currently, I am not very ahead. And for people in the car, I'm trying very hard. I'm like stabbing myself in the knee, trying not to destroy the Subaru with my own claws.
You see Michael just kind of like look over and just mouth thank you while still driving.
And I'm gonna put it on speakerphone.
So
Hey, Jimbo.
So you're sure
Jim-
everybody's still alive? Fuck. Christ.
Mr. Jimothy thinks that we all should have been dead. He had 3,000 on it.
Sorry
Actually-
to disappoint.
To correct you ever so slightly, I had $3,000 on the Ravnos dying. I had like $2,000 on everybody else.
I
just
give
flip my
Dahlia the
my
look.
mirror. Just mirror.
Yep, just
Back
Sid's
to
little
driving.
head poking out of the abyss, looking directly at Dahlia.
Hey,
Not a rose?
hey,
What
hey,
gave it away?
Well,
Rather,
Timothy.
why am I on this list of potentially non-existence? What the
Have-
fuck did I do to anybody?
Have you
Yeah,
met other
yeah.
Ravnos?
You're a good
No.
fall guy for whatever it is they're trying to pull it together.
right, Jimothy. Yeah, what's the tower's play here? Why do they want to scrub all of us at once?
And why are they working with hunters?
Have you met anybody from the Camarilla before?
They let
Right,
the fucking
but
Tremiran. Of course they want to do away with us. It's easier us
Right.
to have fall guys if
Yeah.
it's easier for them to place their guys in where if we fall.
There's
Yeah.
it's just killing us just for the sake of killing us.
it's been moving around in the background a little bit. There's let's just say that there's some people who want you all to go away due to various little bits, like Javor, for example.
It sounds like the upper brass are making their way to town, and they think that we would be bad for business.
I don't even live here. I'm just passing through. I can get the fuck out. That's perfectly
It's-
fine. Why suddenly come after me like that? What the fuck?
Well,
Because it's clearly more than just things we've done. It's stuff being pinned on us. And again, fall guy, fall guy, fall guy, fall guy, fall guy.
Sweep
Ravnos.
out the undesirables.
yeah, there's gonna be something. I don't know. Well, actually, you're all like, you kind of all like lower clan like me, but I don't know if you guys have heard of this or not. But there's gonna be something called a conclave coming up, where like the Archons and the Justicars and they all show up and hang out,
Oh,
and have their fucking party or whatever. So they're
Yep.
clearing out a bunch of the.
Like what they do when they build or when the city wins the Olympics. Great.
Yeah,
Kinda,
they
yeah.
are having all of the upper brass come to the city and having whatever I am to them apparently free ghoul. They're cleaning. This is cleaning. That's fine, but I don't want to be dusted for cleaning.
Could have just asked
It-
me to leave.
Again, this is more than just cleaning up the undesirables. A reason is going to be assigned as to why. And it's the reason that they don't want to deal with on their own. So they put it on people like us.
it's always
Wh-
been.
Yep.
Where is this conclave supposed to be? Is it Elysium or
They haven't. Even I haven't been able to find out that particular information yet. Then again, I'm on the kind of lower rung of the information ladder, even in the NOS.
can you find it out?
I could try,
We'll do
You
that.
try really hard.
but it's not going to be like for at least a couple of weeks.
Well, that sounds
Well,
like we
it
have
doesn't
to
matter
live a
as long
couple
as you
more
know.
weeks.
Yeah. Listen, Jimbo, my guy. I can sweeten the deal. Or I can make your life really bad, but like I'm kind of in a good mood right now. I just smoked. But you know that typo negative I got you last week?
Yeah,
one
that
from the
was some
redhead?
good shit.
I could get you another
All right.
if you get it within a week.
All right. Yeah, I can see what I can do.
You're the best, man.
Now, if you can find out why there's also hunters in this building, I would love that.
That I don't
Because
know.
because they're working with humans and using the term vampire.
Are you
And
sure it's hunters, or is it just more ghouls and like police on payroll?
I think so, because when I impelled one, the other one did not go, hey, that's a vampire power.
It'd be someone on some blue bloods payroll. Just
But he used the term vampire. I think he thought it was like just blood trade, but they've got hunters and humans here. And
Whatever it
while,
is, other people know. Yeah.
yeah,
not blank bodies, vampire. We'll
yeah.
have to look into that. I've got friends I can talk to. They're going to be affected by this and hit just as hard. Hey,
Well,
Michael, how far are we from Parker's place?
X number of miles.
Yeah, that'd be on the other side of any.
Okay, wait. Jimmy,
roadblocks.
Jimmer, whatever your name is.
Jimothy.
Is it a safe bet to assume everywhere was hit, including Parker's place?
I don't know. I don't actually.
Do they even know
Parker.
Parker's place? Yeah, that's like
No, they-
Parker's the least known. Like,
Well, they knew all
except
of
for you.
us and wanted us to be there, so clearly they pinpointed some things, you know.
Probably something to do with the
Yep.
circulatory system, maybe? Somebody squeaked. It's usually tight, closed up, but somebody snitched because I'm usually down low. After the Convention of Thorns, you don't see a lot of folks like me around.
yeah, and the fact, Jimothy,
me.
that you've been great. I'll be in touch. And again, if I'm not dead, you don't get paid. So if I'm not alive, you don't get paid.
I mean, you're dead right now.
You know what I mean? Just get it done. Because if I have 5 days to also murder you. So it's one or the other. Good
Rude.
talk. Bye.
And you hang up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there's no
I'm
point in you playing
assuming-
pretend anymore.
Nope. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but nope.
I mean, it's just a silly thing to, I mean, not to be a caitiff about it, but lying about your clan is something so silly to me. Like, I understand in the grand scheme of things that no one likes the Ravnos very much, but it just seems, I don't know, time
That's an
consuming.
understatement. It's easier to pretend that I am a Toreador and go with it than to deal with shit like this.
Never
From
met a
place to
homeless
place.
Toreador. I guess there's a first for everything.
And
I
Parker
can
will
do
actually will
Toreador-ish
laugh at that.
things to make it count, and
Storyteller
fan
during the tail
life, right?
Say
during
again.
the tail end of the phone conversation with Jimothy, I was sending out some text to my contacts.
Okay.
Parker's objective here is he's trying to arrange for, at the very least, himself to get the hell out of town as quickly as possible.
What contacts are you sending messages to? Like just
All right,
the.
so I've got 3 dots in contacts. Each one of them, I have. Actually, I think one of my contacts was a drug. Oh yes, here I've got Benny the Fence, Scott the drug dealer, and Susan the madam.
Okay.
I'm going
Susan's
to.
a real one.
Yep. I'm going to actually be trying to get a hold of Scott first,
Okay.
the drug dealer. I'm going to see if he can arrange passage basically for us to maybe individually skip town with different traffickers that might be moving in and out of the area for a finder's fee, of course.
You get a text back basically saying, like, can you make it to X, which is like a dock that is not exactly close to where you all are.
How far is not exactly close, like in time?
You guys would be essentially on the east kind of ish area of the city. The dock that they suggested would be like you'd have to cross a bridge and get over on the other side of the west end of the city. So it's probably about an hour drive, give or take.
I pass this information on to the group. My place or the docks? What's the play here, y'all?
I think the docks probably are a better place because as much as I would love to say that your little shithole that you live in is probably untouched, I would actually really prefer if it was untouched. I just can't shake the feeling that it might be a little touched.
Well-
Yeah. If they knew where to find all 5 of us at once, there's a good bet that they probably at least know the neighborhood that I live in.
Yeah, they're gonna look around at least. And besides,
Mhm.
the docks are gonna be big enough that we can disappear. They might lock it down, but so long as we don't go on any ships, maybe we hang out in a storage unit. I had this Nazi friend, real card that one. She hung out in a storage unit, lived there. Great time. But guess we're roughing it for a little bit. Sorry,
Yep.
Ivor.
Can-
Not that it is necessarily any of your problems, so to speak, but it kind of is considering we've all been tied in to one thing together.
Huh?
I can't really stay in one place like that.
Why?
Fuck, right. You
It's
guys.
the Ravnos's thing. They can't sleep within how many miles is it? I don't know. I'm not sure. They can't be too close.
The
to
point is, I can't stay in the same place. I have to move around, which is why I was van lifing it.
Okay.
I mean, the docks are pretty big though. We should be able to, if even if we can't stay there every day, we can make a game plan for tonight. Because right now, a car that barely fits all 5 of us is not. It is not conducive to plan making.
No, it is not. No, it is not. And if we need to move at all in the daytime, then we're gonna have to do something about coverage for you all, and I'm gonna need to sleep because I can drive this more in the daytime, which will certainly put a damper on half of the people that we have a problem with. But
Michael, give me a wits and awareness roll.
okay, where's my digital dice? There they are.
Because this conversation's about to get interrupted ever so slightly.
Beep.
You look in your rear view mirror and you can see like some headlights are kind of coming really close to you.
Zach, typing.
I can hear typing.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I had to make a note. Okay. And I'm just gonna looking at that. It's pretty clear that like they're coming up on me fast, right?
Oh yeah.
And I just go. Docs are out of town. Make a quick call.
Docks.
Okay. I floor it. Impreza tops out at 155, and I just jam the gas pedal to the floor.
Okay. Everybody's kind of wrenched back to the
Yeah,
back of the car.
I picked the
Sydney.
I picked this car for a reason.
You're kind of your head's sticking through the thing, having part of the conversation, and then you kind of get.
You can hear
Into
like
the
a
trunk.
thump as like stone hits the trunk. Just, I'm fine.
Give me a Dex and Drive roll.
For a change of pace, I put dice in these.
Having Dotson drive.
Not an
Oh,
ATL right now, man.
I built myself for a reason. Oh boy. I have a need for speed. It's 9 critical.
9. Nice. Um, you saw in the rearview mirror the lights kind of shifted to the driver's side, and you kind of readjust the wheel to the right, to the passenger side, just as they kind of pulled their car alongside of your kind of back wheel, trying to force you into a T-bone situation, and you kind of edge out of their way and you accelerate past what they're attempting to do.
With my 9 crit, I want to do one additional thing, which is I want to brake check them right before I slam it.
Okay.
I know they're planning on running into me, but hoping that a sudden red light will freak them a bit.
I'm gonna do a roll for that to see if they're fast
It's
enough
not a
to-
dead stop. It's not a dead stop. It's one of those like quick hit and back on the gas.
They actually run into you because they didn't roll enough successes.
That's good. That'll fuck with them more than me.
Sydney. Trunk gets hit.
Oh no.
Again, I'm not
Uh-oh.
dead stop. I'm not dead stopped, so I'm not like
it's not like a super like hit, but the trunk basically kind of pops open ever so slightly.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Can I see who hit the car?
Yeah, well, you can look out through like the now kind of opened trunk, and it's like headlights are on bright, shining into. You can't really make out like who is driving it or anything like that.
You have a
but-
gun in this car.
I mean,
Several.
Michael put all his stuff.
Yep,
Is there a gun with me?
there should be.
you have a few guns. You also have some other things that aren't going to be helpful here, but will be helpful later. And
40 feet.
you've
of
also
rope.
got like glass bottles with liquid in them, but it's corked up that you could throw for funsies.
I love that you say that. You hear Sydney grumble as the car gets hit, and just the sound of a clip being inserted. Just this fucking guy. Oh my god. Just I got it, Michael. Don't worry. I got us covered.
I don't
you
like the
going-
sound of that.
Are you gonna be shooting?
I'm not going to be shooting. I'm prepared. I have a gun loaded, and if this car continues to pursue, I'm going to pop my little stony ass out and start popping off.
Just that visual of like ah.
Yeah, like the Hellboy comic. Is that a monkey? He's got a gun.
So my hope in that was either they freak out and break and I take off, or if they hit me, it's going to fuck up the front of their car more than it is the back of my car, because they have engine parts in the front and I don't have them in the back.
This is
We have a
for it.
Sydney in the back with a gun.
Give me another dex and drive. As everybody's kind of like holding on. Does anybody else have any weaponry? Did anybody want to do anything?
Can
It
I
is-
see was I able to see the driver?
No, because they came up on which position are you in? Because Javor is front seat,
Backseat.
passenger. Are you on the driver's side or
Driver's
passenger
side.
Driver's side. Give me a wits and awareness then, because you might like the lights. Their front lights might have pulled up far enough that you might have been able to see who the driver was.
Four.
4 successes. It is like it's somebody that you would basically know by this point what somebody would look like if they were like a let's just say Toreador trying to pretend to be like with it. So like they had the black leather jacket on, kind of look Bruja-ish, but it's like that's like a Gucci leather jacket type thing. Like they're trying to do like Bruja chic type thing. Like
So, what I would do is essentially, um, as soon as I was able to see them, I want to try to I want to use chemistry on the driver.
alrighty, give me a roll for that. And I believe that is a rouse check as well.
Mm-hmm. I get hungrier for the first time. Yeah.
Alrighty. So you're getting hungrier.
Mm-hmm.
What? Give me the chemistry. Chemistry, whatever.
Yes. So essentially, I want to cause essentially the feeling as if a like an aneurysm, that kind of feeling in the
So
head.
like massive like head pain,
Sharp,
trauma.
terrible pain. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, give me a roll for that.
Ravnos, masters of true psychic damage.
8 critical.
Youch.
I did spend a willpower on that one though, too. So just
Okay, so I'm gonna keep a roll against that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So essentially, they kind of you can see them kind of like stiffen up a massive amount, but that increases the car's speed because their basic like their entire body just becomes like completely rigid.
but they won't have control over the steering wheel.
They will not, no.
But it's rushing at
Yeah.
us.
And I six critted on my drive check that
Okay.
you guys need to do before all this.
However,
So I'm
cars are
out.
typically designed to automatically veer to keep you from going into oncoming traffic if you're not controlling the steering wheel.
Give or take.
Gotta lean to the left and right, or
Yep.
right mostly.
All right. So the car that's behind you drives forward. And
I'll cut left.
you cut left. It is going pretty much straight. And
I say nothing.
it's kind of you can see it for everybody who was in like passenger side. Javor and I think Parker were on the passenger side, front and back. You can see the car basically driving up beside you. And there is a loud caving in, not completely, but the roof of your car. There's somebody apparently that lands on top of it.
Cool.
The
My
car-
sidearm is now my sidearm is now up against the roof, and I just pull the trigger a few times.
I'm gonna.
Yep,
poke
Sid is
my-
popping out of the back and also firing wildly at the
Yeah,
roof.
I'm poking my head out to look.
Yeah, me too. It's,
Look,
it's
shoot
time.
first, ask questions later.
It's time to latch these legs under the chair and use the window as a seat.
All right, this is where I'll spend willpower.
Give me a Dex and Athletics for Parker and or Sydney and Michael. Give me a Dex and Firearms.
Hell yeah.
I guess I already did, and I'm gonna spend willpower on this one. Please. Oh my goodness, yes.
Phew.
Let's see. Am I gonna rouse again? The answer is yes.
Always
Ooh,
rouse.
that's a bestial failure. I am so
Uh-oh.
hungry. I'm so hungry, guys. It's not
The guy on
going
the
up.
roof.
It's hold on.
So
Oh
you're
my
getting
God.
hungrier there. What?
From 4 dice, I critted twice. I have a
Nice.
total of 5 successes.
5 successes
that's-
on
I
4
think that's a-
dice.
And that's a crit, I think. So I'm just popping out of the back, 2 Glocks in hand. Bam, 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 bam.
I have a bit more dice than that, and with a willpower spend, I've rolled 11 critical to shoot the person through my roof.
Nice.
Oh my God,
There
Mike.
is a lot of bullets going through the roof of the car.
And
It's
as
a Swiss
as
cheese.
a reminder, handguns have a +3 to damage.
Yep.
I rolled I got 2 crits, so I think the total was 7. So it was
Okay.
like
Yeah.
yes.
Easy enough. Like, it's almost like Javar has done this a lot.
Yeah.
Like, put the feet under the front, make sure the window's all the way down, pop your head out. Parker, how did you go for your roll?
2 successes.
2 successes. It's a little trickier from the back seat because there's a little less space, a little less leg
Mhm.
room in there. But yeah, you can pop your head out. There's a lot of bullets that are basically getting shot through either the trunk itself or the roof of the car. For Parker and Javor, you can see how much experience would Javor or Parker have with the local Camarilla? Like,
So much.
Oh, they hate me. They
They-
hate me.
I
that's
mean,
true.
okay. If you want an opinion on how they feel about me, I have suspect and adversary. So I'm not doing too hot.
But
I have shunned.
They try not to fuck with me because I have influence
And you were
too.
wondering why you were targeted.
I'm not wondering. I knew why I was being targeted. I was more wondering what did they have on me in this moment.
Right.
Why are you blaming me now?
Technically suspect and shunned here.
Yeah, so you guys have both recognized the sheriff on the roof of the car.
I go, hey buddy, and I swipe at his knees with claws. But
This
I'm still
isn't a
there.
masquerade violation at all.
Out of curiosity, but with the bullets and whatnot already, what's the damage we just dealt to this guy? Because
Unfortunately,
if he's not dodging, then I've
Yeah.
done 11 plus 3, and Sydney did 5 plus 3.
yeah, you did. But he's still there.
Oh
wondering.
no.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do
he-
say it's the
fortitude, right?
sheriff.
So,
Say it's the sheriff.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let Javor do his thing first before I do what I'm gonna do next.
Oh, I try to swipe at his legs to unleg him so that he loses his footing very literally.
Give me a dex and roll.
I have a specialty for kindred, so
Yeah, extra dice.
this is where it comes in. Everything I've built my son for. Exactly this moment. Is it 2 extra dice or 1 extra dice?
For a specialty, it's 1 extra dice.
That's what I thought. This is all right because
Sounds like
he.
my
I mean, the options are die or spend a willpower. So guess what I'm doing?
Just going through the old willpower tonight.
Look, I need
Smoke
to. I
sesh
need.
will restore it.
I need a nap. Okay. That is 4 successes.
4 successes.
Yes.
You swipe at the back of his leg, and it seems like it's a little tougher to get into than your average kindred.
I hate I hate fortitude.
I have a thing I want to do, but for the sake of fairness, I should let the sheriff go because he hasn't had a turn yet.
Yeah, the sheriff is you see him kind of like readjust his leg ever so slightly so it's slightly out of your range. But there's a large clawed hand that reaches into the car and grabs Michael and pulls him up
Through what?
through the massive amount of holes you just put in the roof.
I mean, they're
And-
9mm, but yeah.
Switch
Kind
this
of.
like a cheese grater now.
Okay.
that and the claw.
Okay, well then that's actually going to kind of go great in hand with what I was going to do.
And he pulls
Which
you,
is-
like close to his face, and he goes, "Pull over." And that's
Whatever you
where we're
say,
gonna-
whatever you say, and I pull the emergency brake.
as you come up. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you both kind of go forward.
Fool.
I think
So
Sid
you
goes
guys are-
flying out the back because she's just sitting.
We all get sent.
Yeah, everybody's kind of like, blah, 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 blah. But that particular thing is a good kind of cliffhanger point to end this particular episode. Now that we're face to face with the sheriff.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, before we end, how hot is the sheriff?
Yeah, how hot is he? He's a gangrel, so I know he's hairy.
Yeah, in a rugged kind of way, kind of if you like plaid.
I do.
We do
He
love
says
a
he says
lumberjack.
regretfully.
Yeah,
I
probably
do.
a bunch of let's just say like 7.58, somewhere around there.
I'll take it.
Does he have a
Fair.
beard?
Does he have a what?
Does he have a beard?
Yeah. He's a
Oh
gang.
my
Does he
God.
like gargoyles? Does he like girls who are stoned, but stoned?
So, on that note, we're going to do a quick round table of everybody to let everybody know who you are, where you're going to be, and what you're up to next. So, let's start in reverse order. Go over here with Parker.
Hi, Patrick Gill. I played Parker Shumway, the creative director over at Martlet Games. And as a personal note, the polarized sunglasses really kill the eyes after staring at a computer monitor for a while. So, and now my white balance is all fuckied. So I'm just going to make this quick. You should now, in theory, be seeing a whole bunch of content over at the Martlet Games channel. We've got, or we would have had, Time as a Construct. Last week would have been Sam's boot camp game. We would have started part 1 of Death Pack 2. And there should be other things. We got a whole bunch of stuff finally hitting the internets. Thank you for your patience. We're turning the lights on. Keep an eye on the socials. Things are popping off. Love you all. Have a good night.
And Sid.
Yeah, hi, I'm Abby. You can catch me on the Bird and Bee website at Neff of Abby. I'm finally getting back into the swing of things as finals is not ripping my brains out one by one. Currently, we most recently just been announced we're going to be doing an Evil Races panel with Jack Ogg's Giant Games. We're going to be talking about a lot of good things cultural wise and BIPOC people in gaming. So I would highly recommend checking that out on May 28th. And I'm sorry about the banging noise. That is my elderly hamster chewing on stuff. But in addition, I'm going to be working on a few other projects. So if you like cyberpunk and really burly women, just keep an eye out till the end of May. Just saying. But if you want more Indigenous nerdery, check me out on the social media below my name here and catch you on the flip side.
And Dahlia.
Hey everyone, I'm Samantha McLarty. I've been Dahlia Black, the apparently Ravnos now. The cat's out of the fucking bag. Damn it. I was a good Toreador for a minute. So Bootcamp game either is airing or has aired. I really don't know.
Has aired by
completely.
this point.
Has aired.
Yep.
Has aired. So watch the VOD on that one. I get to take some very special and dear friends of mine through their very first V5 game, my very first one running. It was a learning experience for all of us. I guess Zach was so wonderful to actually help me out with that one too. And you'll see another familiar face as Lex will make her appearance there as a very interesting character as well. And then some new faces. So yeah, that was that game. I keep getting asked to do a part 2. Maybe one day. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think about it. I don't know what else I'm doing right now. Honestly, there's stuff in the works. There's epilogues gonna happen. I don't really know. So just follow socials and I'll post what I'm doing when I'm doing it. That's about it. I'm getting better at outros, I think.
That was great. That was
Much
perfect.
better.
Yes.
Next.
And Javor.
Oh God, oh geez. I am Jamar. I have been playing Yavor. I am you can catch me on ATL My Moonlight like you can always. ATL by night. Why did I say moonlight? I'm thinking about wolves.
As always.
It's
As
a plaid
always.
reference through ya.
I think I'm gonna be in some other stuff, but I don't know yet, and I don't know when a good time to talk about it is. So you will see it on the internet on Twitter at Poppy Wolves. That's it. I did it. One day I'll be good at these.
And Michael.
Hi, I'm Zachary Vado. That's my Twitter handle, and I probably have links over that way. As you've already heard, I'm in a couple of things on Martlet Games. I'm part of the BlackRock show that Sam ran with a fun new character. I am in Death Pack 2, bringing back my scumbag Thin Blood in all of his glory. I'm going to be in a couple other things that'll be over there they'll be announced when they're announced. I am the lore keeper for ATL by Night, as Jamar mentioned. We are into we did season 11, I think so. We're into season 12 now, probably, hopefully, or soon we will be. It's a hell of a ride. You very much want to see what these crazy kids get up into. And I am part of a almost entirely ground up homebrewed game on the Hype Goblin channel called Luck and Chaos, along with Abby and a handful of other amazing folks. That airs on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on the Hype Goblins Twitch channel. Come check it out. We are unlike anything that you've ever seen.
Bogart your meat is all I'm gonna say.
And this guy's
You didn't have to, but you did.
We've got a bunch of different things. If you want to help us at the channel, support us monetarily, you can do a bunch of different things. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can become a member on YouTube for only $3, which gets you a bunch of stuff. You can go over to Patreon for any of our session zeros. All you need is $1 to support us over on Patreon. But if you want to get pre-release episodes, the $5 option is what you're going to want to do. And that helps out everybody. You can see all the people on screen. Everybody gets a little bit if we raise money on Patreon, on anything else, and you can buy some of our merch. We have t-shirts. I did not wear the Meatsy t-shirt this week. I'll probably be doing that next week. I actually got one. It's actually how you say that particular name. Everybody else says it wrong. It's the truth. And we will see you next week with more of these outcasts trying to survive against the Camarilla. So we will see you next week. Have a good night, everybody.